life always, for forever and always will give you challenges,
Hmm.
right? I mean, I know for me personally, the last year has been very challenging. My father obviously passed away
Yeah.
in 2018, but then my mom started getting
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
And as an only child, dealing with the unknowns of why is my mom in a mental institution right now?
Yeah.
Oh, turns out she's got dementia.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. Okay, now let's move her there. Let's go through these challenges. And it can be very interesting to sit back and think, okay, why am I going through this right now? What is this all just the grass? Is this
Yeah.
all
What's the
just
point of this?
the bad things that are happening in the world? What's the point of
Yeah.
this? So that was kind of the catalyst for me from dipping my toe in.
Hmm.
This is good information to just in the past, weeks and months. I'm going to go ahead and sit here. I'm going to pray. Why am I here in this position in this part of my life right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
What does it mean? How can I take this, learn from it, move forward, and succeed for my wife, my
Yeah.
family, and for you, God, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's where I'm at currently.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have? Okay, dip the foot in the water, starting to pray. How do you go deeper than that?
Well, I mentioned the Purpose Driven Life book that I'm going to give you today. God didn't create us arbitrarily; He created us for a purpose. The five purposes are to worship Him, to be more like Christ, to be more like God, to have fellowship, which is what this is right here, be with others, to minister to others and help them, and then to be on mission, which is to share the good news of why we're on this planet. Those are the five reasons God created us. So the book, The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren, is a phenomenal book. It'll explain why on earth am I here? Why do we exist? Why did God create us? And it explains these five purposes very well. It's a 40 chapter, small, easy, like 2 to 3 pages each. 40 chapters, all small, designed to be read one chapter a day for 40 days because of the spiritual significance of 40 days in the Bible. It's a spiritually significant amount of time. It's a time of transformation. So the book isn't just meant to be read, and oh, this is a good book. It's meant to hopefully help you transform on your understanding and transform your mind. The Bible says you'll be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Everything starts up here. How you think is how you speak, and then that's how you act, and that's who you are. And so that particular book is filled with over 1,000 biblical references. It's awesome. I read it often. I've led Bible studies in it. I've read it countless times. This past year, I read it again, just the first 40 days of the year, just to recalibrate, get back to the strategic. And we go back to the incident command. And when I was the incident commander of that fire, I got to step back and see the big picture. Are we doing the right thing? It's like a head coach on a football team. If the head coach is too down in the tactical, in the weeds, he's going to miss the game clock. He's going to miss
Yeah.
the big picture of the game plan. Excuse me. And so an incident commander is the same way. You have to look at the big picture. Well, as a dad and as a husband and as a man in your home, you need to step back and look at the big picture. And there's nothing more important than looking at eternity and faith and God and purpose. So